My guest has showed up, Lou Adler. How are you, Lou?
I'm very good, Steve.
Nice to see you. I ain't seen you.
So nice to see you.
I think the last time I saw you, could be wrong, was when the Sex Pistols played the Roxy. 2008.
Well, that would be for sure. But I've run into you a couple times after that, I think, just
I don't know.
briefly. You don't remember?
No.
No, me either.
So you was at Comic-Con yesterday?
Yeah, we got back about 1:30 this morning. We did a television version of Rocky Horror for Fox Television to be broadcast every Halloween, I hope. And we showed 25 minutes to about 1,000 people, and with a lot of anxiety because redoing Rocky Horror. It went over really well.
People liked it.
Yeah, really well.
So it's all new actors and
all new actors, except for Tim Curry, who is in it, but he plays the narrator.
Right.
Yeah. And he watched the film a couple of days ago, and he said, "You betcha." He liked it.
Yeah. Because you was involved in it a lot. I don't know if anyone knows, but you brought it to America, right?
I saw
Rocky
the play.
Horror.
Yeah, I saw the play in England.
Kings Road.
Yeah, on Kings Road, and brought it to the Roxy. Yeah.
And then it went to the Tiffany Theatre. It was there forever, wasn't it?
Well, then we made the movie.
Yeah.
And
did you produce it?
Huh?
Did you produce the movie?
Yeah, the original.
Yeah.
And this one. At one point on Sunset Boulevard at the Tiffany, it was running at midnight, 2 and 4 in the morning.
That's right.
And we had the play at the Roxy. So.
Yeah. How long was the play there for at the Roxy?
14 months.
And that was once a week or?
No, we went every night.
Every night?
Yeah.
Man, jing.
I mean, the amazing thing, I used to stand up at the top of On the Rocks. There's a little window.
Yeah.
And look down on the parking lot when the rainbow would let out and Rocky Horror would let out.
Was it, because a lot of people got dressed up to come to it.
Yeah. I mean, Roxy was the beginning and not yet the obsession that eventually came.
Right.
They knew every line. They came every night. They dressed up. Yeah.
What year was that when you first the
75.
play? 75.
Yeah.
Wow.
73 was the play.
Yeah.
And the film came out in 1975.
So the one for Fox, is this like a series or it's just once a year?
One night, October 20th.
Halloween.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you direct it? No.
No, Kenny Ortega. Do you know him at all?
No.
He does mostly Disney things.
Yeah.
He's had tremendous success with younger audiences. He started out as a choreographer. He was in a group called the Tubes.
Yeah.
With
What's his name?
Waybill.
Vince.
No, Vince and Fee.
That was in Ladies and Gentlemen?
Right. And Kenny was in that group.
Ah, okay. Was he around when we were in Vancouver? No. It was just Vince and...
Yeah, Vince and Fee.
Yeah. Do you remember them days?
Oh, those were good. I mean, for me, they were. I mean, trying to control 14 people who had never been in a movie.
Yeah.
And every one of you were wild.
Yeah.
And then the 3 or 4 so-called actors who just couldn't cope with it.
We're talking about oh man, Sexy Beast, Ray Winston.
Ray Winston, who turned out to be quite an actor.
Yeah. A lot of people turned out to be quite an actor. Diane Lane,
Laura Dern. Yeah. Both of them were too young to be around you guys.
Disgusting.
Yeah.
Now, I remember what was his name, the producer, Roth?
Joe Roth.
Joe Roth.
Yeah.
He went on to be a big shot.
Yeah,
too.
he did. He ran
Disney?
20th Century Fox.
Did he do Disney as well? Or was it that was it? 20th Century Fox. Is he still doing it?
I think he's had a couple companies since. Not a lot of people that were at Fox are still at Fox.
Yeah.
I've gone through, since I started Rocky Horror at Fox, I've gone through about 20 administrations.
Yeah.
They just keep changing.
Yeah. Was that the first movie that you directed, Ladies and Gentlemen, The Fabulous Things?
Let's see. No, I did Up in Smoke before that.
You directed that, Up in Smoke?
Yeah.
Was that a trip?
Because we did Ladies and Gentlemen in 80.
80, yeah.
And I had done, in 78, I did Up in Smoke.
Yeah. Do you like directing, or was it?
I liked it a lot.
Yeah.
I really liked it. I probably should have stayed with it, maybe.
Yeah.
But along came the 80s, and I decided to do not much.
Yeah.
Actually. So I sort of coasted through.
Do you do much now?
No, I have 7 children.
Yeah.
All boys.
Yeah.
And down to age 14 with my wife, Paige, who's standing in a corner over there. So that takes up most of my time. You know, I have all the catalog that I had, anything that I produced.
Carole King.
Carole King and Cheech and Chong and Rocky Horror, and I run all that catalog. So that's a good work.
Do you still make a lot of dough from that, considering the way the music business is these days? Is it dwindled a bit?
Because I have kids of those age, I sort of understand it. It's not something I'd want to be in.
Yeah.
But it's interesting, you know, and I try to relate to it in the same way that, or better than, people related to my music, rock and roll, when I first started. You know, they'd ask me, "What do you do?" And I'd say, "Well, I write songs and I produce records." Really, have we heard any of them? Knowing that they haven't, because they don't listen to that station. You know?
Yeah.
So I try to relate to it in that way and watch the experience that the kids are having.
Yeah.
And it's the same one that I had. You know,
Yeah, of course.
Just in a different way.
Different technology and a different time.
Yeah, totally.
But it's always going to be the same.
The part that threw me the most was when one of them said, "Listen to this song," and played me a track. You know, nothing on it. Bass and drums.
Yeah.
Listen to this song.
But I think it's important that kids don't really like what we used to do, that they have their own thing.
I'll tell you what I've watched, the progression. It's a little unfair because my kids are all in one way related to music, but remembering how they started and watch them, where it's important now for them to hear instruments. And one of my boys, Cisco, does a lot of producing and uses musicians. Yeah. So that was good and enlightening to see them make that trip from a machine to a guy that's playing the bass. You know?
Yeah. So you think that it's got nothing to do with not era, what's the word? Oh man, my brain is terrible. You know, each generation.
Yeah, generation.
That it's not, that it is instruments. I mean, who cares if it's a bass and drum? Do you think it's soulless, or is that your point? Like, meaning like it's a machine, it's got no soul?
My point is that they want to experience what we experience, where the guitar player leans over to the drummer and says, "Try this."
Yeah.
You know, as opposed to
computers,
a machine. Yeah. So back to that, and they were exploring it and liking it. You know, and It's yeah, that's real good to see because when it went to the other part is everybody's got a studio, 'cause they're in their bedroom, in their kitchen, so they don't exchange ideas with another musician, you know, and that's starting to happen more.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. Um,
How is Cookie?
Cook is great. He was 60 2 days ago.
Oh, he was.
Yeah, he's great. He's solid as a rock.
Yeah.
Um, uh, he's trying to get me to go over to England and do some professionals gigs,
Oh, really?
and I'm balking at it.
Oh, you ought to do it.
I'm like you. I just want to chill.